Okay, and you can just be with me as we set the intention for the session. I enter this breathwork series with the intention of being connected more to my breath, of deepening my connection to my body, mind, and spirit. And so it is, and it is so. Okay, in case I just do want to make sure all of you have some warm water or at least not cold water, because we would do when we do breathing exercises, the best thing is to have lukewarm water next to us or at least room temperature, because we don't want to mess up our bodies by having cold water and you would feel thirsty, and it's important to stay hydrated whenever you feel like, even if it's short sips of water. Okay, before we get started, I do want to check in case any of you have done extensive work in breathwork or pranayam. You can either unmute yourself or you can put in the chat box if you have. Okay, and have you done some work maybe as part of thanks Louise, and as part of any exercises, any gym membership, any yoga practices that you're familiar with something? Okay, as part of some of the yoga and meditation practices. Okay, great. Okay, so today's work, I am going to get started. Okay, thanks Donna. And what we're going to be doing is we will ease into it. So today's session will be a little easy, and then we will work on other techniques over the next two sessions. And what we are going to be doing is, thanks, Sonali. And what we're going to be doing is, we will start doing corrective breathing and a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing so that everybody comes into the same flow of it. And then for the next 1 week, I want you to practice it consciously. And even if you can do it, I mean, it'll be great if you can do it 10 minutes a day, but if not, maybe at least 5 minutes in a day, and that could be morning and evening, just so that you start getting used to the new way of breathing. Okay, so what happens is and I want to make sure, I know you did fill up the form, but I do want to make sure that nobody has had heart attack recently, or recently, by recently I mean in the last 2 years, and anybody has a high blood pressure or a low blood pressure problem, or hernia, any seizures, and or retinal detachment that you know of, and hopefully no one's pregnant. If you are, let us know, we can congratulate you.
Bhavna, I just want to mention one thing. So am I don't have that regular low BP things, but I have a tendency towards low BP. Like if I sometimes have an huge work stress or something, or any physical, any other illness also, if I have sometimes, I have that tendency towards low BP. So that I would like to mention. Yeah.
Okay, great that you mentioned it. And so whenever there is something, I will probably tell you to do a different kind of breathing. Today should be okay, because we are easing it in. Okay. Yes. So if there is, today should be okay, because we are not going to be very intense. In fact, these three sessions will not be very extreme. We will be gently moving into different techniques. And but this is good to know. Okay, and so some of the things that breathwork would make you realize is you will notice there might be emotional ups and downs. Sometimes the body might also feel a little warmer than usual because it depends on the kind of breathing that we're doing, and sometimes the body might feel cooler. So it depends on what breath work where we do, and when we do that, I will let you know how it might be, because we do have some people in the northern hemisphere, so winter is, it's autumn but it feels like winter, and some people in the southern hemisphere, so of course they would be having a warmer weather. Okay, I'm just looking at my notes before we start the practice. And so whenever you do, when we move into different breaths, I want you to notice what is happening either in your lungs, which is your chest, because even in the lungs, there are three parts of it. Most of us breathe from the upper part of the lungs. We don't reach the lower part. So we will do the first technique where we will be breathing with the lower lobes of the lungs, and then there is also the belly breathing or the diaphragmatic breath that we will do. So I want you to notice how your chest feels, your lungs, how your belly feels, and how your back feels, and of course how your mind feels. When I say mind, it might be you might feel light headed a little bit, you might feel a little um, happier, maybe a little sleepy. And so during this time, anything and any way that the body responds, I want you to just accept it. So it's very natural. You might feel thirstier than usual. You might feel a little more, you might feel like yawning, and that's okay. And just keep taking a sip of water if you need to at any time. Don't stop your body. If you feel, sometimes what happens, you might feel sneezy, so just sneeze. Even if you're sneezing 4 or 5 times during the session, it's okay, don't worry about it. Just take a moment and then get back to the breathing. Okay, any questions that anyone has so far? Okay, during the session or later on, if you want, just put it in the chat box. I don't want you to unmute yourself. Just put it in the chat box and stay connected with your breath. Okay. Okay. This and other things I'll just share a little later on. Okay. So wherever you are, whenever we start breathing, our back needs to be in alignment with our neck. So make sure your entire spinal cord is straight. The best way to do it is if you're sitting on the floor on a yoga mat or a thin cushion. But if you're not, that's fine. You can be sitting on the bed. That's also okay, as long as the mattress is firm, because you need to be on a firm ground when you're doing breathing, or a firm chair, wherever you are. And whenever you're ready, just get started. So we will start with simple breathing. Like I said, let's start with breathing in on the count of two and breathing out on the count of two, both from the nose. Okay. So once you're ready, just give me a thumbs up that you've settled in. Great. Okay. And I invite you to close down your eyes to go deeper. Once you get used to it, you can keep your eyes open, but let's keep our eyes closed for now. And let's start with just take a deep breath in very slowly, and then let it out through your mouth, relaxing your nervous system. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep breath in slowly and letting it go through your mouth. And now we begin. And so I'll just demonstrate first and then you can follow me. One. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get started whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2. Exhale 4. Inhale 2. Exhale 4. Inhale 2. Exhale 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale completely. And just come back to your normal breathing, keeping your eyes closed. Notice what's happening in your body. We will now do a longer exhalation. So we will breathe in on the count of 2 and we will breathe out on the count of 4. Okay. So inhale 2, exhale 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, exhale 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, exhale 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just come back to your normal breathing. Now I want you to place your one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Okay, any hands are fine. And I want you to now notice when you're inhaling, your stomach needs to go out, and when you exhale, it needs to go in on its own. Okay, so just practice it a few times, then I will start the count. So just do your normal breathing. Inhale is stomach out, exhale stomach in. And you feel it is happening the right way, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start the count now. So we are inhaling on 2 counts, exhaling on 6. And remember, inhaling stomach out, exhaling stomach in. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale and just settling in and observe what is happening in your body, keeping your eyes closed. In case anybody is feeling any discomfort, please send me a chat. And just for the next few rounds, just keep your hand on your heart and your belly. And if you feel sleepy at any point, that's fine. Take a long yawn and a sip of water, and you'll be okay. Okay, let's. What we'll do now is we will use the same breathing in on 2 counts, breathing out on 6, but I'm going to take it very slow. I'm going to slow down the pace. So slow down as much as you can. If you cannot catch up with either the inhalation or exhalation, do however much you can. Okay? It's no rush, it's not a competition, it's not a sprint, neither a marathon. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 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 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. And letting it go. Just come back to your normal breath and notice what emotions come up, what thoughts came up, and just stay in the stillness. And take a sip of water if you need to. And as we move to the next one, we are going to do the diaphragmatic breath or the belly breath, which is inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Yes. So some of you might be feeling that your back starts hurting or there's a pain. If it is normal for mass muscular pain to happen. So in that case, just take if you have a cushion on the back of the chair or the wall, just take support of the wall and just take the support of the wall. And because this is still easy, and just make sure you're drinking water. Maybe you might need to drink water in between the exercises, which is fine. And if you've felt some tingling in the spine, that's also normal. And if you feel you need, we'll go into the other breathing techniques so you'll be able to normalize and the energy will move and settle down. And if you feel tingling on the tips of your fingers, again, it is normal. And in between, if you feel there's too much of tingling sensation, whether in your spine or your hands, just take a deep breath in and release through the mouth and settle back in. The energy is moving across your body, so it'll be okay after a couple of breaths like that. So moving to the belly breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and release through the mouth. We are going to do inhale on the count of 2 and exhale on the count of 4. And if anybody wants, just take the support of the wall or the back of the chair wherever you're seated. And this belly breath, when we breathe in, we are breathing and using our lower lobes, the lower part of our lungs. So it's very natural. You might feel a little discomfort for the first few breaths, but it should settle down. So breathing in through the nose on 2 counts, breathing out through the mouth on 4 counts. We'll do this 12 times. So breathing in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue at your own pace. At no time should there be a forced inhalation or forced exhalation. If you are unable to keep up with the pace, you can keep your own pace, that's fine. But you should not be frowning, or your neck should not be constrained or feeling the pain, and your chest should also be relaxed, not overly constrained or feeling cagey. And similarly, your spine, your back, if you feel any pain, rest it, but it should not feel constricted at any time. So your face should be plain, no frowning, no lines on the forehead or around the mouth. Just easy, simple breathing. Continuing for another 3 counts. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, and letting it go. Take a sip of water. Move your shoulders or lungs if you need to. Just moving the energy. If you need a stretch, just stretch your neck or your arms or your back. You just want to settle the energy down. And just come back to your normal breathing for a few more breaths. Any questions, anything anybody wants to share? Yes, it is very calming. But and we are going to try that we are able to really elongate it even more. So perhaps by the end of 6 or 12 sessions, we should be able to do that. And another reason why I ask you to keep taking a sip of the warm water is because remember, water has oxygen. So at any point, if the energies are little feeling weird in your body, the water will help settle that down as well. Yes, that's a good question. It's a good statement, Claire. I'll just talk about that. Great, Kamal. That's the whole idea, that we feel light and happy and calm. And Claire, what you talked about, the tingling sensation and uh, the physical jerks. So that's very natural to happen, because what happens is, when we do different kinds of breathing, our body is not used to it. So oxygen is going into the blood, and it's so one, what happens, our lungs are taking in more oxygen and in a slower pace. And once that happens, so our blood is also getting more oxygen. And when it gets more oxygen, it's also um, reaching to places where it usually may not, because we have less oxygen in the blood. So sometimes it might be like, as if a lightning has just gone through our body, or and it can happen like sometimes in my 20 minutes of session, and I probably have had 5 jerks, and they've been jerks that I want to probably stop doing it, but I just kind of continue, because of course I know what is happening, etc., but I'm not recommending that for any of you right now. But I'm just giving you an example that yes, the physical jerks do happen. And in case when you practice this for the rest of the week, you have those jerks or anything else, please reach out to me for questions. Don't just stay with the questions. Let's just share whatever we go through, because that's an important part of breath work and pranayam practice. Okay, let's go back to our back being straight. We'll do one last one. Okay, so let's just close down our eyes once more. We are going to do simple box breathing. Uh, what what we'll do is, we will breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and then again hold for 4, and then again breathing in. So 4, 4, 4. It's 4 counts basically. Breathe in, hold, out, hold. That's how we're going to do it. If at any point you are unable to hold, just do breathing in and breathing out. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll just get started. Just settling in to your breath. Hmm. Closing down your eyes if you haven't already done so. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, hold, 2, 3, 4. Just continue at your own pace, and you can breathe in and out through the nose, or you can also breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. You can do it either, whatever feels comfortable with you. Just continue with that. Okay. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Take a deep breath in and release through the mouth, settling back to your normal rhythm. Take a sip of water and just relax. And you can blink open your eyes whenever you are ready. So, how does it feel? You can unmute now.
I'm pretty sleepy, Bhavna.
Good.
Yeah. And last couple of days, I had some uneasiness. I think it started uh, releasing. I started feeling light. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful.
And like, we don't consciously breathe in or breathe out, right? So I realized that most of the time maybe I don't take or inhale as required. So when I was inhaling right now, I was feeling, oh my god, so much of, like, required oxygen, like, and
Yeah.
nowadays, especially because of mask, where oxygen not going to brain properly.
Yeah.
Longer time I was in mask last 2 days.
Yeah. And actually, that's a great point. It's not as much as the inhalation, but the capacity with which. So, if our lungs are not expanding enough, we will not take enough oxygen. So those of us who practice longer, you'll notice that you can inhale on one count and you'll keep releasing for 10 counts. So that's a huge difference. And you would also notice that when you keep practicing it, you probably just need one inhalation in a minute. And that's because the lung capacity has expanded so much that that is enough. And but yes, because of the masks, our lungs are getting not the right kind of exercise. Anything anybody wants to share?
Yeah, I had quite a lot of the jerking. It got more in the latter part of the meditation. I mean, I'm used to it because it happens when I'm meditating and as well. So it's not something that came
Mm,
as a surprise. But yeah, the breath made me feel kind of like more expanded. Uh,
mm,
yeah, like I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it. Like I was bigger.
yes, because
Yeah.
your auric field increases, so that's what you might be tapping into.
Thank you. It's really nice.
Yeah, wonderful.
And my daughter's here with me, Scarlett.
Hi,
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Mhm.
How did you find it?
That was so good. It was super relaxed.
Awesome. So glad you came in.
Yeah. Glad I joined.
Yeah. Yes, we love having Scarlett. Dora says we love having Scarlett. Me too. Okay, any questions before? Because we've done the practice. So if you have any questions, or maybe what I'll do is I will be sending this recording. You can use the same recording to practice through the rest of the week. Uh, it's just easier if you have a recording, you can just play it. But if you feel that you obviously don't have half an hour, you just have limited time, whatever you remember of it, or maybe you play it once and you remember and make your own notes, that's also okay. I would recommend if you can practice all the four types that we did. uh, you can start with the inhaling on 2 counts and exhaling on 4 counts or 6 counts. You can do that. You can do the slow, which was the very slow one, which is inhaling literally on three, I think it was 3 seconds almost, and exhaling on 9 seconds. You can do that is the second one. The third one was, of course, the diaphragmatic breath, which is inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. You can do different counts as long as the exhalation is more than the inhalation. You can do any of the counts that feels natural to you. And then the last one, of course, was where we were holding it. I kept it simple, so that's why we had the same count for all four. So you can practice maybe even 5 minutes. If it may not, we did about um, clear 12 rounds. I had some extra just for people to settle in. Usually 12 rounds for one breathing is good. And so that I think it would take you about 5 minutes or 7 minutes if you just do 12 rounds. So any questions that you have? Okay, I was just wondering if um, would it help to have like a um, group on Messenger for to know that how everybody's doing, or do you think it's okay for you to do the practice on your own, whatever you think might be easier, or motivate you on your own to practice the meditation? Okay. Kamal, I will try that. I can't promise it. because the next couple of days, like today's Tuesday till Thursday, I am a little tied up. So if I can, it'll probably be Friday the earliest. So, and I don't want you to lose out on these 2 days of practice. So I can do that, but I just want, I mean, it'll just 2 days will be lost in waiting for me. Sure. Okay, so in case there are no other questions, so I am going to, thank you. Thank you, Louise. I really enjoyed this. And in case you feel you need support, you can reach out to me. I'm not opening up the group right now. There are others who couldn't join because it was a crazy time zone for them. So I don't blame them. And but they'll listen back to the recording and we'll see how everybody is doing. So this first week was easy, and then next Tuesday we'll get more into it, and then yeah. So thank you so much once again. Claire, I think you're typing something, so I'm just gonna wait in case. Okay. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, everyone. So much love to you. Have a wonderful evening or morning wherever you are. So much love to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhavna.
Bye.